What's up guys, it's Darks, and also with Mario Sunshine coming to GameCube Classics and people starting to suspect that I'm a Nintendo fanboy, which I'm not really, and that like everything Nintendo makes, I figured it's the best time to talk about why I hate Mario Sunshine with a burning passion. Now, people always like to say this game isn't that good, but it's not the worst 3D Mario. They say 3D Land is the worst 3D Mario, which I mean 3D Land isn't that good, honestly. But it's fun. My main gripe with 3D Land, it's actually two things. One, it was kind of generic compared to other 3D Marios, even Sunshine. Like, that's the one thing I'll give Sunshine over 3D Land. Like, Sunshine feels less generic than 3D Land. And that 3D Land was too short. I actually beat it in one sitting, and it wasn't even a long sitting. Not like the one where I beat Wind Waker, that was a really long sitting. Granted, that was a replay of Wind Waker, so I knew the game better, but still. My main problem with 3D Land was that it's too short. Mario Sunshine actually was so miserable playing that game that I actually did want it to be shorter. I was like, okay, is this over? Are we done? I remember that casino level. That was one of the worst levels I've played in any game in my life. I mean, the final boss was cool, but still. Oh yeah, and don't get me started when you were chasing Shadow Mario. Oh my god, these are the worst levels in any Nintendo game. The problem is that the game is so janky, like it doesn't even control that well. And it's sad because this game actually had potential. Like this game could have been far better, but it just doesn't control that well. Ah, like I was frustrated playing this. I wasn't having fun at all. And the levels of Outflood were even worse. Like they expected you to do nearly impossible jumps. It was just ridiculous. And when you die, you restart the level over and over again, and you lose your lives. And it's so easy to lose lives in these games. It's just ridiculous. I don't mind lives in other games like Galaxy. Like Galaxy's a near perfect game, but like Sunshine wasn't. And I'm so glad Galaxy was far better than it being one of the greatest games of all time. The other thing I don't like is the levels. Like I can't even name like 3 levels I actually enjoyed in Sunshine. I guess the final level wasn't that bad, but like that's it. Really. It was frustrating. Like I just wanted the game to be over. And people always like to say, "Oh my gosh, you're just bad at the game." No, it's not because of that. I mean, some of the boss fights weren't that bad. Like, I liked facing Wooper Blooper and Peachy Piranha, but that's basically it. I don't remember. I don't even remember anything else in that game. It's so forgettable. Oh yeah, I remember that Mecha Bowser fight. That was actually one of the worst boss fights I've ever played in any game. Overall, it's just I don't have much good to say about the game. It doesn't control that well, especially compared to other GameCube games like the Zelda games in the GameCube. Wind Waker controls amazingly, and don't get me started on Twilight Princess. I think the game controls just as well as modern games. Actually, Breath of the Wild, a game I like far more than Twilight Princess, but Twilight Princess controls just as well as that. And they have other games like Metroid Prime. Honestly, the GameCube wasn't a good era for platformers at all. Like you had that Wario game, Wario World, that wasn't good either. Honestly, it was just a really disappointing era. Oh yeah, I remember Sonic Adventure 2, that game came during the GameCube era. I didn't like that game either. Despite the game having an amazing story that inspired one of my favorite movies, that being Sonic 3. Honestly, I didn't play Chibi Robo yet, but I've heard good things about it. Maybe I'll actually go ahead and play that soon. But overall, yeah, like I'm so glad the Wii was in far better era for platformers. Like the Wii had Mario Galaxy. That alone is better than any platformer that probably ever came out. Mario Galaxy 2 as well. The only game I actually like as much is Bonanza. Plus you had Kirby Return to Dreamland, New Super Mario Bros. Wii, Sonic Colors. That was a banger. Unlike Sonic Adventure 2. Donkey Kong Country Returns, which I'm not even that fond of, but it's still an amazing game. So yeah, maybe I'll go ahead and play it again on Switch Online. Who knows? Maybe I'll like it, but I doubt it. I doubt that I'll like it. I'll probably hate it even more. Besides, I'm currently playing my new game plus one of Xenoblade Chronicles on Switch to finish the second game first because it's one of my favorites. So yeah, overall Mario Sunshine is trash. I actually think it's trash. The next 3D Mario will be a better game. That's not even a prediction. That's just something that's gonna happen. It's like anyone can see that. You don't even have to see the future to know that. The next 3D Mario is probably gonna be better than 64 too. And I'm not even that fond of 64. Like, I acknowledge that it basically started 3D platformers. But honestly, I'm not even that fond of 64. I didn't grow up with that game, so I'm not like nostalgic for it. And the game is great. It's not like Sunshine where Sunshine is absolute trash. But I'm still not too fond of 64. Honestly, the 3D Marios that I love are the Galaxy games, 3D World, and Odyssey. Then I'd put 64 and 3D Land. Then I'd put Sunshine. As for 2D Mario yeah, I have more mixed opinions on these. Like, people aren't really gonna agree with these games. For example, I'm also not a huge fan of Mario Bros. 3. I do love Super Mario World though. Don't think I hate that game. Then you have Yoshi's Island, which people count as a Yoshi game, but I'm counting it as a Mario game too. I love that game. Then you have the new Super Mario Bros. Games. I like all of them a lot. Although New Super Mario Bros. U is probably my least favorite of them. I then played the Super Mario Land games. And then you have Mario Wonder, which is one of my favorite 3D platformers of all time. So yeah, I think this proves it. I'm a real Mario fan. Super Mario Sunshine is trash. Although I do respect people's opinion on it. It's not a case of, oh, you're ruining gaming, or one of these opinions that I say about some other games. So yeah. Anyways, thank y'all for watching for the 1 or 2 people that actually made this part of the video.